So welcome back everyone. It's a different day here. So as you can see, I've got the bumper off of here. Reason being is because you can see there's one of these here, and there should be another one bolted here, which I have it. I just got to get it bolted on. The other one, part of the bumper was broken and was stuck in the clip, so I had to remove the clip to get the piece out. And let me come over here and I'll show you. So that piece that was stuck in the clip was this piece right here. You can see I have epoxy welded that back on. It's still wet right now, but I got it on both sides there. So I feel like it's gonna be a good fix there once it dries and cures. So that was a problem I was having with this side fitting in together. So hopefully, like I said, once that's dry, should be ready to go. Put this bumper back on. You can see this side over here. Everything's in good shape on this side. So this side was clipping in beautifully. Why I've got the bumper off, some of you guys may remember I repaired this bumper. So I need to do a little bit of work right here. Just because on the other side this is flat and then it comes to a sharper curve. I've got my curve is not sharp enough in here, so I need to work on that a little bit while I got the bumper off. I did, however, get the hood closing and latching. Did a little adjustment here on this, was able to get that all fixed up, got that plugged in down there, and then was able to adjust this here as well. So closes nicely, and then whenever I come over and I hit the unlatch button, it unlatches good, no problems. So you heard it unlatch. Come over here and I got the adjustment, the second catch there, so all is good with that. As you see, I've got started removing the protective wrap on here. I got almost half the hood done, so still got to get the rest of that off. And as soon as that bumper gets a little drier, I'm going to put it back on and hopefully start working on this fender over here maybe, and trying to get it lined up and everything the way I want it a little bit better as far as right here. So okay, hang out, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back with another update. So I've been doing some fitting. As you can see, I got that gap all tightened up there. I got the 2 new brackets put in there. Got that piece glued back in. Everything's clipped back in. Looks real good. So all lining up pretty good. Gap's pretty good through here. Just a little bit of fine tuning there, but nothing I think I'm too concerned with at this point. Everything's lining up. Still got a little bit of body work to do. As you can see, I did a little sand in here. I had a little dent here and a little dent up here. So I'm going to probably smooth it in a little bit to the hood here. And then of course this gap right here, I'll probably wind up doing this whole seam right here just because I have to do the whole hood anyhow on the front. And then the same thing over here, still got a little bit of fitting to do over here, but the front's all lined up really nice. This is not bolted in at this point, it's just clipped into these clips. I did install the clips over here as well. So yeah, I've got a little bit of work I'm going to do, some plastic body filler there, a little bit of working on this fender here still a little bit. It needs to come in just a hair, but if you remember, that's kind of how this one was, and I've been fine tuning on it, and I got that gap closed right up. So yeah, so a little bit more adjusting right here on this fender. I'm going to start sanding this portion down with my sander, and then up here, probably this whole portion up here, I'm going to sand down with my sander. And then same thing over here. I'll sand all this portion down and put some filler in there and make sure my seams and my gaps and everything line up real well. But it should be very minimal. As you're seeing, my gaps are looking pretty good. Like I said, with the exception of over here. So I'm still working on that. So I'm gonna do a little bit more on that, and we'll see what you think here in a minute. Back again here. So I went over these little spots. I had a little dent here, and then I had a little dent up here. So I went over that and just did a real light skim coat over the portion of the hood and the fender. And as you can see, that's all pretty much off of the hood, just a little bit up here. But did the same thing on the front here. Went over this whole portion of the front bumper again, and just kind of blended the portion of the hood in. Still have a little sanding to do around here. Same thing over on this side. Just blended it in. I got a couple pieces that I touched up here with some body filler, so I'm waiting for that to dry. Along with this up here, a little bit of body filler. Another spot right there, and then another spot there. Once that dries, I'll be able to get that sanded and then start getting this prep for some primer. Hello, back again. So got my body work done, got all my panel gaps and everything done. I do need to put a bolt in here, but that will pull right back in. That's about the only bolt that I'm missing. But yeah, I got all this done, gapped. Got the hood is popped up, so this gap obviously is going to be bigger along with these. But I got that popped because whenever I'm spraying my primer, I want to try to get some sprayed up in here a little bit on this panel. So yeah, got everything all taped up. Just got to put some plastic on the rest of the car. But I'm going to do that here, and then I'll wax and grease, remove the front of it, and then I'm going to be getting ready to shoot some primer. So stick around, I'll show you that. So you can see I got my primer on it. Then I also did get my drop coat on it. So things are looking good. Just got to wait a little bit for this to dry, and then I'll be able to start sanding it with 400 grit, and then I'll probably wind up going over it with a 600 and then maybe possibly an 800 grit before I get ready to paint. But it's looking good, so that's my little update for now. Just got done with this, so I'm gonna unmask everything up and then I'll get right back with you. So here it is with the primer and the drop coat. Got everything off of it, rolled it out of the garage so we can get into the sun a little bit here. I'm just kind of showing you my progress here. All right. So next thing is going to be doing some sanding on this. So like I said, I'll be doing some sanding with probably start with 400 grit or maybe some 320 if I have it, and start blocking it down. Pretty happy with it though. So tell me what you guys think.